Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Conquest and this is the Sufficit Mundi campaign. Thank you ever so much for joining me. I cut up this episode into more parts than I expected, so I can't really tell you what the current situation is because I don't know where I'm going to cut it up. But thank you for joining me and I hope you enjoy the episode. Alright, through the magic of editing, you should not see that there was in fact a 6-hour break, but there has been, and I have changed some things. For example, Italians can now add provinces to the HRE, and there is no more silly offensive war modifier. If we see the AI getting stuck in an endless offensive war, we will just step in and fix that. I don't think it's likely to be a problem. It's not a hugely common bug. Of course, it might happen. If it does, that's not a big deal, really. We'll just step in and fix it. Not a problem at all. I have noticed there is a mission for securing the imperial borders once we get Reichsreform. Reichsreform is the next one. So once we do that, we should definitely try and push to get every province of the HRE inside the HRE, because then we can get 15 years of plus 0.1 imperial authority, which is... That's 18 imperial authority right there. Not bad at all. So we will definitely want to push for that. Anyway, let's finish off this offensive war. We're just going to plow through. Did I show you the declaration of this war? Not sure if I did. We're plowing in here. We might go humiliate Bohemia, but I don't think our manpower's probably going to stretch for that. I'm probably just going to keep rampaging through here. We need the truce. Sorry, put my phone on silent. The truce with Papal State to end. Oh, it looks like it already has. Oh, no, it's a one-way truce. Yeah, 4 more years. Unfortunately, they're allied to Florence, so we're going to need that to end for us to crush in here. Siena, are you? Oh, Siena is not allied to anyone that matters. So we could do Siena and Venice at the same time. Nice. Okay. But yeah, I'm just going to tear through Italy here, basically. With this CB, we can take as much land as we want for extraordinarily low aggressive expansion, which is fantastic. Again, just like Castile, I love allies. This is great. Oh, this is interesting. So the permanent claim core reduction in Meiou and Taxes is apparently 50%. Fantastic. So we're going to extremely cheaply be coring our way through Italy. That's excellent news. Okay, here we go. There goes Bohemia after our allies have looted them down. We do not want a marriage to secure the peace unless they have no heir, but they do, so no. That does not fit our agenda. And so... I have diplomats to send? Alright, these two are both assigned. Verona, you will accept your complete and total annexation. A victory in the Italian-Veronese War of Unification. Fantastic. Now on to the next one, already declared. Hungary is in the war. We have very few men, surprisingly enough. I could call France in again. Say, hey France, remember how you like helping me out. Oh no, France actually wouldn't come in. Aragon would though. Got a lot of favours with Aragon. Why not? He'll sway the balance of power in our favour more, make them want to peace out sooner. Oh god, suddenly our vassals are all alone without their French support in the north. That's fine. It should be a really easy war. Just taking a bit of land in the Adriatic area here. Ooh, okay, well, there we go. The ruler is dead. We inherited Savoy! Nice. That's fantastic luck. Nice. It hasn't been 50 years, has it? I don't think so. Maybe it could happen earlier. We get 10 imperial authority. The new emperor will be coronated in Frankfurt. Giovanni Maria I of Italy will now reign our nation as 616. He's got points precisely where we don't need them. Our next idea group at Tech 16 is going to be non-diplomatic, though. You can't take eminence and influence, can you? Oh, you can. Is it influence I'm thinking of? If you take... Where is it? Diplomatic. Yeah, it is. You can take both. Do we want both? Diplomat could be kind of helpful. That could be okay for conquest wars. Income from vassals. Once we unify the HRE, this could be good. The Diplo rep would be helpful. The Liberty Desire would be helpful. The income from vassals would be helpful. But not for now. I kind of want to take culture ideas, you know? Just get even more Diplo points sunk into our idea groups. We could take Empire. Which are we most ahead on? Military right now. Because we're the same number of years ahead, but we have more military points. I really don't want a military idea, though. I mean, what would we even take? Probably nothing. I think I'm going to take culture ideas. As ridiculous as that might seem. To take a 4th diplomatic idea group in a row. We could also start taking some religious ideas. We'll need them when the Reformation shows up. We should be able to make our Italian holdings stay the right religion, though. Do we want aristocracy at any point? Fabricate claims, different relations, legitimacy. Unrest's pretty good. Centralization's okay. Nice autonomy reduction, too. Free leader. I'm not sure. I think we are going to take culture just because these two are so useful. So I'm going to... we're focused on diplo points still, right? Yeah. Still focused on diplo points, and we're looking for a... diplomat to hire, who I'll then promote probably to level 2. So we can get plenty of diplo points saved up. I'll stop taking diplotech now, I guess. So we can save up to take this next idea group. Another diplo digger, it's crazy. But once we've done that, it's probably the last one we'll need until we take influence much later. Okay, marvellous. And yes, we will of course do a massive celebration. Gain some legitimacy, gain some prestige, no stab loss. Donate state lands to the church. I don't think that's necessary. Do I want to do that? Well, we are going for high church influence. On education, by the way, I'm going to run the strategy where basically I put no money in. It should go to about 35, depending on how many universities we have, if we have 100% church influence. And I'm generally happy with that 35, 40 kind of level of education I'm generally content with. Do I want to do this? I think I do want to do this. Let's do it. Generally, I donate land to them whenever I can, and I take it away from them whenever I can as well. Just because the losing of church influence gives you some nice bonuses. Okay, marvellous. Well, we'll just wrap up this war then. I had another thought about our eventual religious fate. We should probably go Protestant so that we have a CB on all the Catholics. We would have to convert a lot of people to Protestant, but that's it's doable. Because if we're not persecuting heretics, let's take a look at tolerance for a moment. If we had full secularism. Well, no, we'd never be able to get full secularism if we're converting. Yeah, that'd be a problem. High piety does reduce it by 1. Okay, so we get 1 from our government type, which we're probably going to want to change. I think you can do it the normal way. Switch off being this type of government. What kind of government? What do we get again? It's actually pretty nice, isn't it? Production efficiency 20% is lovely. The less centralization and less autonomy, though, means we do have to get rid of it. But so if we got a tolerance, if we took humanists, we would get only 1 of each, which is not very good. That puts it at +1. No, +2 once you get rid of war exhaustion. -1, that's from having high. If we had full fanaticism, which we will want, that's in 0, isn't it? No, +2. -1, that's 1. Then if we took asceticism, we could get +1 for heretics. It's +2. If we take popular religion, that's 1 for heathens. So plus... Are there any others? I don't know if there are any others. So if we... But the problem is pursuing religious tolerance is just painful these days. Because you get 3% less missionary strength, more stability. We could get it to like +2. So we'd be able to handle holding our Catholic lands. So I think we might well go Protestant. At which point we will embrace some kind of new government form by switching out our bonus idea, I think. Yeah, I think that sounds good. You know, I'm just smashing Hungary right now. They're kind of embarrassingly weak. They've got 3,000 men left. Do you want to go, Hungary? No, not quite. If we roll in and siege the capital, they'll probably decide enough's enough. Nope, well, the siege has gone on long enough that we actually... the war has gone on long enough we actually don't need to peace out Hungary. So there we go. Boom. Give me Padua. Nice. Another war of Italian unification won, with barely any aggressive expansion caused. Only a couple of Italian miners still in coalition range. And it looks like... Not quite. Truce with the Papal State. When is that up? September. Perfect timing. Okay. The Papal State is allied to... Oh no, they're guaranteed by freaking France? Alright, well, that's okay. It's okay. I've been around the block a few times. We know how to avoid guarantees. France is currently at war with Burgundy. No, I was going to declare war on Burgundy. Oh no, France is going to take imperial land. Ah, they want it less now, though. Let me quickly set it as desired territory. Try and make it slightly less likely that they take it. That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. It's a mistake. We should have made certain that we were the ones that declared war on Burgundy so that France doesn't take these two provinces. We may end up at war with France sooner than you might expect. Mission fulfilled? Which one? Where is it? I don't see a fulfilled mission. Am I crazy? Oh, there it is. Conquer the Veneto. Lombardia gets some urban gravity. Nice. If we take Friuli, then we get some production efficiency. Nice. For a long time. And some attrition. Very cool. You guys can return to... Oh, actually, here, what we'll do is we'll call France into a war against Venice. Which they won't do right now because their war is big. Oh, we actually don't have 10 favours with France. Okay. Well, we need to kill 8 years then before we can call them in and block their problems. Siena, who are you allied to? Just Venice. Okay. Cool. Well, we'll gather next to Venice. Kill Venice and Siena now while we're waiting for the favours from France. Actually, might as well check. Will France join? France will not currently join. Okay, so then we might be able to get to war with them without having to muck around, declaring another war that we call France into in order to dodge it. We shall see. We shall see. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so while... I say that a lot at the beginning of these little clips, don't I? While I was waiting to go to war with Siena for the truce to end so I could most optimally kill Venice by also killing Perugia at the same time, although they just broke their alliance with Siena, so actually that had become redundant, as it turns out. But of course I wanted to full call Siena. Anyway, long story short, the truce with Rome is over, and France is still refusing to honour the call. So, I'm going to go to war with the Roman territories. France is going to say no. Florence is going to get full called. We want to recover Italian provinces. Aragon can come help because they love me, and why not? A whole bunch of their vassals will be called in, but they're almost certainly all disloyal. Let's just have a quick look here. Roman territories is totally disloyal, so they won't help them. The Roman territories vassals are all totally disloyal. This little collection of people that looks like they're quite strong because of their numbers is actually almost always pathetically weak because they're... Ooh, Castile. A black day for the church indeed. We will, of course, restrict looting. Offensive war. Italy gets offensive war until the end of the game, giving the following effects. Nothing. We do have crazy high war exhaustion. I'm doing some rather serious looting wars right now. Sorry, not rather serious looting wars, but just rather serious wars, period. We've been rather aggressive lately. Right, there's Florence's army. Stack wiped, almost certainly. Marvellous. So this should be a pretty much cakewalk. We've got the numbers, we've got the mill tech. We're in a very good place right now. So we shall see this out. It's brilliant. So one of the vassals... Oh no, it's this guy up here. I thought one of the vassals of here had hired condottieri from Venice and then wasn't using them because they're disloyal and hence don't want to use their men to help in the war. But no, it's just this little guy up here. So in fact, to avoid me having to fight those guys, you can go. And that makes those guys neutral. Well done for wasting your money. Giving it to Venice, by the way. Hey, we are one of the world's great powers. Fantastic. It's good to be recognised. Glorious. We will rise up these ranks pretty quickly. We'll probably overtake Delhi in the near future. Zhao, obviously, going to be tough, as Ming's probably going to unify all that area. We'll see. Oh, I've never seen this before. In Meiou and Taxes, the Duke of Burgundy dies. The Duke of Burgundy is dead. The lands are left to Interregnum of Burgundy, who is currently unmarried. We can send a marriage offer to try to inherit these vast lands. Of course, send a marriage offer. Let's see. We're going to inherit all of Burgundy. This will be interesting. I wonder if they have to actually accept a marriage offer. I hope not. Or they're going to say no. Let's start improving relations just in case they do. The Great Privilege. Release them as an independent state. Make them... Okay, so it's all being released. That's good for our imperial authority. Because that means it's all princes now. No? No, of course. It's still under Burgundy. Okay, and now Burgundy gets some kind of event and makes Milan inherit it all. Pretty please? I know they've done some cool new things with how the succession crisis works. Please? I would love Burgundy. Blois. Who the hell's Blois? Walloon? No, that's not right. You want to go on to me. Okay, here we go. Wait, is this Burgundy, make them a subjugated territory. The following candidates choose to marry our dynasty. From now on, we will rule in both lands. A wise choice. I was confused. I was like, what? Brabant makes Brabant a subjugated tributary. There we go. We just got these guys as subjugated tributaries. Interesting. So how does a subjugated tributary differ from a personal union? I don't know. Interesting question, viewer. They're at war with England, but we're not. That's interesting. They did all get called into my war, but I did not get called into theirs. So subjugated tributary, what does this mean? Holland is unwillingly under our suzerainty. Is that what it says on these guys? No. Namur is unwillingly under our suzerainty. Subject nation has been conquered but allowed to keep its autonomy. It cannot be annexed and will pay no tribute. They just help you in wars. You can divert trade. Okay. But I may never annex. I believe there's a whole event chain. Oh, here we are. Create the 17 provinces. Owned by you or a province or a subject in the Low Countries, at least 17. And you have to own Brussels. You have to have cause less than 8. That's interesting. And, oh, good lord. Set Dutch rebellion desire to 10. The event Dutch rebellion desire decay happens. Burgundy switches to being the 17 provinces. 17 provinces becomes a subjugated territory. Gets a core on the whole Netherlands area. Inherits Flanders and Hainaut. Accepts some cultures. Gets a States General of the Netherlands, level 1. This is really cool. Okay, so we can centralize our vassals here into one big vassal called the 17 provinces. That's interesting. And then we could, feed it a bit more land. Well, we kind of don't want to for imperial authority, just because the number of princes would be reduced. It is great for imperial authority that we have this under lock now. What the heck's going on here? Oh, Burgundy's not showing as a prince? What? But they're my vassal. The province is part of the empire. It belongs to Burgundy, whose capital is not part of the empire. Yes, but they're mine. So we're kind of hoping England takes this province, forces their capital to move to here. That makes Burgundy part of the empire. We might consolidate it anyway, because most of our imperial authority, a very small amount of it, realistically comes from the number of princes. It's mostly free cities and internal peace that actually gives us much imperial authority. Okay, and Queen Consort. No, I'll just take the legitimacy, please. New decision. Oh, hey, we can abolish Gavelkind right now. Nice. Gavelkind, it didn't happen on this death, but what's supposed to happen, I think, is when you die, you release one random releasable nation with your dynasty, so we really should abolish it. It's going to cost 2 stability, which absolutely sucks, but hey, we get 5 absolutism, which is pretty good, so we can stop centralizing. So that's pretty good. We can, now gain a proper title as monarch has come back. Government changed to feudal monarchy. Oh, okay, this is how you stop being a signori or whatever. Okay. Cool, so we'll want to do that at some point to become a feudal monarchy. And then we'll be back into the normal chain of seeing what kind of monarchy we want to be. We should consider that in terms of idea groups, actually. I'm going to look into an absolute monarchy, because you want to be an absolute monarchy, because being an absolute monarchy gives you... what's it called? It gives you the imperialism CB, I believe. The earliest you can possibly do it, I think, is like 1650, because it requires a certain amount of increased centralization over time. This modifier that stacks. But you also have to take a bunch of decisions. So I think we'll have to take empire ideas, bureaucracy ideas, possibly aristocracy ideas, but I don't know. But I will look into that in the future. It's not an issue for now, because we're definitely taking culture next. We might want to delay religious ideas in favor of going towards being an absolute monarchy, because, of course, unlike the Rome campaign, we're not just going to have a readily available CB on call at all times. Obviously, right now we do. By the way, just to demonstrate how amazing this CB is, we're going to take, like, all of the land we're at war with right now. I've looked at the peace deal. We can take all this land, no problem. It's kind of crazy good. Oh, hey, mission fulfilled. Which one? Introducing primogeniture, of course. 10 legitimacy and 50 admin power. Don't mind if I do. Uniting dynastic lands. What do we have to do for that one? All country nature with dynasty are subject or conquer their provinces, so no country nature has it. You get obedient subjects for 30 years. Nice, that should let us annex these guys. Right? Yes, we can. Nice. Okay, let's put Mantua and Pisa onto Scutage, so I don't accidentally call them into another war, and Montferrat. We're going to want to call to integrate those guys. Now we have that reduced cost. Another one, good lord. Prince of the Empire You need to be a principality. Cool. We can get some diplomats for a while. Why not? Build up the capital. Gain a whole pile of cash. Now, do we want these ones? Yeah, we probably do want to do these. Well, I mean, maybe we should save this, because I bet we could convert this into far more money. You know, it's just going to be based on your income. Here, let's see if we can game this. I bet we can. I bet the month we get money at the end of a war, like if we demand money from the Papal States, I bet once you've done that, this number goes crazy. Let's see. That's going to be awesome if that works. I wouldn't like exploiting something like that regularly, but occasionally seeing something like that is fun. And the compromise I usually make with myself is I allow myself to exploit things like that once, and then once I've done it once, I report it to the team, and then they fix it usually. Why did the vassals stop sieging this space? I'm sure there was a vassal siege here. Anyway, I'll see you once the war is concluded, or when the next cool event happens. It's very cool. Got the Burgundian inheritance. This is a really good freaking campaign. We will have problems with Dutch revolts, potentially, but we'll see how that works out. I really like what's going on here. So France took Calais, and England took all the land around Calais. It's like a little switch going on. That's such a weird setup. I don't imagine that'll last very long. Oh man, this is going to make the early game so easy. All my Dutch allies are rushing down to help. This is really cool, actually. I just spent a week on a Dutch tall ship, and I sailed to about here. So I like that we've got all these Dutch allies. It's very cool. But yeah, it's going to make this war pretty trivial. What is a very strange turn of events? So our vassal of Burgundy. Oh no, Burgundy hasn't been full annexed. Burgundy is now right just down here, making them a prince. Okay, a prince with a whole bunch of cores. Oh. So I think we're going to go to war with France. Well, it's tempting, because we can do reconquest on all this land. But first off, we'll deal with England. We'll make France deal with England, rather. But that's good. So Burgundy's now back in the Empire. Now, the only provinces being held outside the Empire now are that one up here, which we need to deal with. You haven't got any good allies, have you? Well, actually, they have got Denmark. But we could get France and Aragon to come up and crush you. And we need to be at war with Denmark anyway to cancel their union over Mecklenburg-Stargard. And then we need to go to war with England. We'll probably do England first, actually. Hey, France, are you willing to help with this right now? Not quite. They're in debt. But we'd probably just return the cause. I doubt they'll move their capital back to here or here. They'll probably just leave it down here, I think. I don't know if the AI has, like, a capital-moving AI. Hopefully they add this province to the Empire. That would be ideal. But we will see. All right, I'm going to demonstrate the power of this CB. So if we were to take Florence, all their land, with no CB reduction, it would cost 108 aggressive expansion. If we took it with the CB, it's 20. Look how much land we can take in this freaking war. It's all of it. It's all of it. All of it. We're not going to take Rome, because there's horrible events around that. They lose you stability and things. So this is what we're going to take. We'll cancel one of their cores, sure. End your alliance with Florence, sure. So there we go. That was a rather successful war, though I say so myself. Yoink. Basically no one in a coalition. A massive amount of land gained. Probably, yep, the Romagna. Get some missions done. Protect Pisa. Some extra prestige there. Beautiful. And now let's see, are we getting loads more money from this? It's a bit more, but it's not loads more. So it looks like it's not just raw calculating. Oh no, it should be next month, right? That we'll get higher spoils of war, I think. Right? I'm not sure. Yeah, of course we'll take this. Stability points. Everyone can keep converging. I love this kind of early vassal swarm we've got out of this this Burgundian inheritance, by the way. We have crazy war exhaustion because I am a warmonger. But I want to finish unifying Italy before I really stop. So we don't have a unify Italy against Naples, unfortunately. So now we just need to get Siena. And then a couple of... Where's this? Where are these provinces? It's not highlighting them. Carrec. That's not a province. Or is it highlighting them when I'm just blind? I don't know. Well, I guess it's in Italy. So once we've done that, we'll be able to get the restoration of union on Naples, and that will be fantastic. If Castile could go ahead and die. Oh no, they got an heir. That's unfortunate. Oh well. I've been keeping a very close eye on who has no heir recently, but sadly no fruit has come of it just yet. But we will see if that continues to be the case. Are these? Yeah, that's the vassal's men. Why were you doing up there? Just going on a trip to Switzerland, a skiing holiday or something. Very strange. So next, probably Siena and Venice on the next plate. Let's see how that goes. Well, that wasn't quite what I expected to happen. The Papal State moved to Spain, and the Roman territories got Rome and Avignon. Okay. Are we still getting our papal influence at a higher rate because we are the language of the Vatican? Yes, it looks like we are. That is very strange. Okay. I guess that's because Castile is the papal controller and Rome was isolated or something. Interesting. How's the papal authority? Oh, you can only see that when you're the subjugate subject. Okay. So I think we can turn them from... that's interesting. We can turn them from these like rebellious subjects into normal subjects. That would be good. Going to start paying taxes. If it costs a whole bunch of admin points and things, though, we could just wait. Yeah, we could just wait until we pass the final reform, honestly. Because passing this reform, if you're not familiar, this makes them your vassals regardless of their current relation to you. So personal union members become vassals when you revoke the privilege year. But we'll see if we decide that would be a good step. Okay, so here's the event about it. Concerned by threats to papal states, the Pope has relocated the Curia, seeking support from the protection of a powerful Christian ruler, in effect handing over considerable influence to the state and insulating the Curia from our influence. We lose 10 influence, but do we get a long-term blow? No. So that's fine, that's not a big issue. Let's, hey Pope, I'm really sorry. I know I just took all your land. But I'm really sorry, I promise. I won't do it again. Except I'll take Avignon, but that's it. You can keep Rome. It's a high development. I'm being very nice. There's a great cathedral there. I would love to take it. I mean, I may take it when I become a Protestant, but you don't need to worry about those. What's a Protestant? Oh, you'll see. You'll see. Oh, okay. You get this event for all of their core provinces, apparently. We're going to have to tank some religious scandals then. That's going to hurt. Obviously, we're not going to give it back to the Papal States. So it looks like everyone in Italy and all of our neighbours, maybe just all of our neighbours, get minus 10 opinion. That's not great. Oh well, we can manage. Okay, after some vassal integrations and a very successful war against Siena and Venice, there we go. Italy, writ large. We, I think, have the largest font in Europe except for the Mamluks. Maybe Sweden as well. It's doing it pretty well. Excellent. We've got lots of coring going on. I'm still focused hard on Diplo points right now. But yeah, so there we go. And that's the power of the Unification CB. Our aggressive expansion, not that bad at all. Not that bad at all. Now, a time of peace will come across our nation. We urgently need to lose war exhaustion. But we'll see how that goes. There appears to be possibly a bug with this mission, which is terrible, because this mission was going to be so useful to give us the restoration of union on Naples. We need to own all provinces in the March area, yeah, plus Rimini, which is right here, and Krenak, which appears to not exist. Now, you'd expect it to be just here, in this region, because it's like this whole area. But Krenak does not appear to exist. I have inquired with the M&T team, and we'll see what comes of that. We should start building a northern Italian fort wall so that no one can ever come in and siege our beautiful, beautiful, highly developed central region here. We'll work on getting centres of art and culture and things. We will move our capital, of course, to to Liguria and Genoa at some point, because it has a lovely centre of trade and all that good stuff. Now, the next priority, having unified Italy, is absolutely work on imperial authority. There are 5 provinces that are part of non-member states, and we are going to fix that. Also, I've been checking repeatedly. Where Where's Nuremberg? Nuremberg, please have a new ruler. He's a new ruler. No, he's still a freaking militarist though. No, he's not. Is he a new ruler? Yeah, no, he's 59. It's the same guy. We need to wait for this guy to die, and then hopefully we can make them a free city. Anyway, I'm going to look into that missing province. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, I'll see you in the next war, probably against England, almost certainly. Yeah, we'll bash England, get France to help when they're willing. Should be relatively soon. Yeah, 3 years. Nice. We've got manpower recovery, we've got war exhaustion to tick down. We've got plenty of stuff to do in the meantime. Awesome. Look at that, Italy. Beautiful. United in under, what was that, 80 years? Took me. Fully unite Italy. It's a bit slow. We could probably have done it faster, but hey, not bad. Well, this is interesting. I found the province that we need to complete this mission. It's this one. That's interesting. When I say I found it, someone in the M&T Discord told me where it was. Yeah. So, how will you fix this? Is there a console command that just gives you a CB, perhaps? I could just cheat my way to... we actually do have to own Rome for this anyway. So we will have to take Rome if we wanted to do that. But we could do something like, if we take Rome, then we could use a console command maybe to give ourselves a CB over these guys. But then we still won't be able to get down to Albanian and stuff. And I want to do all these other missions because they're fun. It's fun to have missions, you know, completed as you go along. The other option would be like tag switch to someone over here, colonize it, declare war on them, cheat to get my stability back, take the province from them, complete the mission, release the province, and all that. Don't worry about the fact I've turned off the Terra Incognita, by the way. It's extremely easy just to toggle. How do we fix that? Well, I'll keep looking into it, but I'm not sure. It's not going to be easy, but I'll keep trying. Meanwhile, we've got plenty of stuff to do. You know, we weren't going to be pressing this claim on Naples soon anyway, because it's a lot of land we'd be grabbing in one go, and it would be a huge amount of aggressive expansion. Okay, I fixed it. So, it was quite easy in the end, actually. We now have the mission completed. What I did was I colonized the province via the console. Then I gave it to Cuzco, which is the largest Incan nation. So Cuzco has a random province in eastern South America. That's not a big problem. And the mission is completed. But now we do need to take Rome, as it turns out, to get that CB on Naples. So we will be looking to go to war with the Papal State. Could be a bit of a problem. They're allied to Castile and guaranteed by France, which makes it a little bit tricky. Should probably steer trade for a bit from them. Why not? Yes. We will see how that happens. Maybe when we become papal controller next and they move back to... oh, we have a religious scandal right now. I could just pay for that to go away. Yeah, sure. Cost one papal influence and some money. Why not? Just get that to go away slightly earlier. Okay, anyway, back to our regularly scheduled imperial authority grinding. Actually, we don't need France to help with this. We could do it on our own. I should probably let war exhaustion tick down. Yeah, fine. I guess I'll let it tick down a bit. Oh, that's weird. Ragusa's gone duelist, and they've been a crusade called against them. How very strange. And the Romans, what the heck? The Romans got this land back from the Ottomans. The Ottomans took this land, but they got it back again. The war rages back and forth, and the Ottomans have taken some of Greece. That is very bizarre. I'm enjoying watching this back and forth over here. It's quite fun. Now all we need is, you know, the Mamluks to declare war on the Ottomans. Put the nail in the coffin before they become a threat. We'll obviously be heading that way to secure the Bosphorus trade. Bring it all back to Italy fairly soon. Successful war against England accomplished. Got lots of land here taken from Burgundy. And I'm going to release Flanders in this province so we can take this one with no aggressive expansion. Marvellous. I may core it first. Yeah, I think I'll core it, add it to the HRE, and then release Flanders. So we can get a little HRE Flanders over here with some of these provinces. That seems, well, is that worth it? I don't know. Maybe I just release Flanders, give them this province, then annex them again, and then add them both to the HRE. You know, as long as we get the points before we pass the final reform, it doesn't really matter how early we get them. Not a huge amount anyway. Now, Burgundy cannot move its capital out of the HRE, so we should be safe on that front. Hopefully it adds this province to the HRE, but I have no idea if the AI will do that. We shall see. I'm busily improving relations with many, many members of the HRE, trying to sway them to the idea of this reform that I've got lined up. We'll see if I manage to make much headway there, but I think we're probably going to be able to pass it. The thing is, I want them to like me enough by the time we get 50 power projection, like bang on time, so we don't have to spend any time waiting for them to like us enough to actually let us pass the reform. We're in a large war in the north against all of Scandinavia and many of the Baltic states. We are well ahead of time in military tech, and they are behind, so I think we'll probably be okay as long as we try and concentrate force well here. We're trying to break the Danish personal unit over Mecklenburg, Stargard, and return Stolp to the Empire. So we will work on that. Okay, here it is. The Shadow Kingdom event just fired. So we have now the option, reign in northern Italy. So we need the entire central Italy region except Sardinia must be in the Empire or a vassal of the Empire. Cool. Which means we need to get Rome. And no, this one's already in, right? Let's just check. Yeah, we need Rome. And I think we might need to manually add it to the Empire. I'm not sure. I think it just being under an imperial state is good enough. So all we need to do is capture Rome. So we will do that. We'll do that shortly. And then we'll have to decide whether or not we want to hold on to it. It might cause a bit of instability for a time. Our war in the north was a bit unsuccessful. I was unhappy. We did take Stolp, but I couldn't get this one because we lost the whole freaking navy trying to cross the strait to get enough war score against these guys. We were at 9 war score and stuck there, unable to get this one off them. So I'm not sure how we're going to go. I guess we go toward them just by fabricating on the Teutons. This province is weird in that it starts with no one with a core on it. So there's no one I can actually return it to. These guys won't buy it because it would kick them out of their trade league. These guys won't buy it because they think I'm going to demand it from them as unlawful territory, which is kind of weird. So I guess we just core it. It's very strange how they're like, oh no, I can't take that province. Italy's the emperor. I'm scared of Italy. It's like, I'm Italy. Calm down. It'll be fine. I think the reasoning behind that is... oh no, that's not right. No, I don't really know why. That just seems like a bug to me. They shouldn't be concerned about buying a province from the emperor because they're scared of the emperor. Like, I mean, come now. That's just not sensible. Anyway, we were just winning a couple of little wars, defending our free cities, all that good stuff. I did release Flanders, so they're going to be get this province fed to them once the truce with England is up, which is not that long. Marvellous. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Well, Bohemia has been a naughty boy. So the second this war ends, which should be right now, because it's 100%. So if you wouldn't mind just piecing out, that would be ideal. We can pass this reform, which we just have the votes for, I believe. Yep, just have the votes for. They're not voting for us right now, by the way, because we don't have an heir. So please, please, God, let me have an heir before the thing ends. I have these 2 occupations. Is there somewhere else I have the occupation? So why isn't this war ending? I don't know. We could piece out of it separately. It goes minus 20 trusts with France, though. Actually, I wanted to test this, because it shouldn't. Because we called France in, so they shouldn't care if we leave early. So let's see. Lose 25 prestige. And France did lose 20 trusts. That's a load of rubbish. That shouldn't happen. Oh, God. Fall under Castile in a personal union if we die right now. Alright, now, reform. Reichsreform. Reform the empire into a more centralized model. Beautiful. Even after you do that, though, unfortunately I've noticed, being emperor means you lose centralization constantly. Which is kind of a shame. Anyway, mission done. Now we just need to take Bar, of France, and this province from Denmark, and then we'll have secured the imperial borders. Getting only minus 0.01 now. We do still need that extra imperial free city. How are you feeling, Nuremberg? You're militarist still? That sounds like the same name to me. Please. Oh no, that's a new guy. So why won't you take it? He's a militarist again. I think it might be a bug. I think maybe since they have all of these new traits, they're always counted as militarists even if they're not. Which is obviously broken, if that is in fact the case. So hopefully I'm wrong. But that is how that is working right now. Anyway, now is we have 0 imperial authority, which is a great time to demand a whole bunch of land off Bohemia, which of course they can't give us, or rather won't give us. The Isles. Why on earth would I want to ally you? How bizarre. Anyway, hey Bohemia, I'm coming to wreck your stuff. I'm going to utterly destroy them. It's going to be glorious. You guys just merge up. We've rebuilt the fleet, which is very nice. Maybe 5 days or so, no problem. Okay. Fleet resumes protecting trade in the Tyrrhenian. Excellent. Okay, and war with Bohemia. Glorious. We'll do imperial liberation. I will cancel their vassals. I'll liberate lots of this land. We can make Styria a thing. It's all going to be great. Give me this Burin one. Is there even a core here? No. I wonder if I can take it. I think I probably can't, but we'll see. It should be a very easy war. Their Miltech's presumably rubbish. Yeah. I'm just assuming my Miltech is superior to everyone's. Flanders has come in. Oh, hang on. It hasn't called in our subsumed vassals. That's interesting. It automatically called them into an ongoing war we had when we got them. But it seems like from then on we're not actually going to get them helping us in wars. Good to know. More autonomy or just 8 loyalty. That's fine. The reason we had some unrest earlier, if you noticed all these factions, is because we denied 3 privileges recently. Which is very nice. I think I'll just let them loot for now. Oh, hey, nice. We have a craftsman's district built by the burghers. Excellent. All right, well, a nice easy war here against Bohemia. Probably going to be pretty easy anyway. Shouldn't be a problem. So here we are, mid-mass siege in the Bohemian War. We are a cultured people here in Milan, and I will demonstrate it to you. That's how freaking cultured we are. Instantly unlocking 2/3 of the idea group there. Fantastic. The final 3 do really kind of suck, but I will get them for the sake of completeness. Embracement cost is okay. Advisor cost is pretty good, but I mean, prestige decay, possible advisors, really not very good. But there we go, our 4th diplomatic idea group. A bit absurd, but there it is. Man, that's a good peace deal. We're creating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new princes. And we're breaking off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 vassals off Bohemia. Ouch. And after that major victory, oh, that's unfortunate. They inherited Styria immediately. I was meant to be a new released nation. Oh well. Oh, interesting. They are 56 and they don't have any sons. All right, well, we'll marry them. And also you... Ah, he did just have a son, unfortunately. I was planning on using this to get a marriage with a rival, something of course you can't usually do. Denmark's 22. I mean, I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. I'm in a huge process of improving relations, by the way. Look how much the Empire loves us. It may not look like it, but this is a lot better than it was. We've been doing a huge amount of improving relations across the Empire with people of all stripes. Are you still a militarist? He is still a militarist. That's unfortunate. That was a good war, though. Again, we're just being dragged into this war because we're defending free cities. So, you know, as ever, it's a defensive war. So now we're no longer in an offensive war. We can call in all of our lovely allies to come and help us out, trash these wars. So I looked into it, why the AI isn't piecing out so quickly at the moment. And the answer is... Oh, nice, Bohemia got eclipsed. The answer is, if you are the AI... It's not physically possible for you to make peace within 3 years of the war getting declared. which is really weird. Even if you're at 100% peace deal, war score, you just can't send a peace offer. I don't know if that's... I think I'm pretty certain that's Meiou and Taxes, not vanilla. But that's extremely weird. Who's our next rival, I guess? Hey, Hungary. France and England will be on the list. Yeah, it's probably France or England. Maybe Castile. If we're lucky, Castile will be on the list. We do not have an admin advisor. Well, I would like one of those. Just level 1, please. Oh, yeah, Diplotech cost. Perfect. That'd be great. We're obviously quite behind on Diplotech. But that'd be good. The Lombard Pope. Ooh. The Pope grew up in Italy, and our nation still holds a special place in his heart. He has shown our nation many kindnesses. In addition, helped to empower his family in our lands. Nice. Free papal influence. Always good. We're gaining a lot of papal influence right now. We're getting 25.9 a month. That is crazy. Crazy strong. Let's improve relations with the Pope a bit. Get it even higher. Marvellous. We should guarantee the Pope too. Actually, we should go to war with the Pope. To go a slightly different direction, we should absolutely go to war with the Pope. They are still guaranteed by France. France is in a war with us right now. Yeah, now is actually the moment. So sorry, Pope man. I know I was just improving relations with you. I've had a slight change of heart. I am going to murder you. Oh, France will join if I promise them land. France, do you desire any Castile's land? Yeah, great. We can give them some of Castile's land. Okay. Roman territories. France will even join. We'll just take Rome. Don't need to full call Castile. Let's go. Declare it right now before France realizes that I'm calling them against someone they guaranteed. But there we go. France on our side, despite having guaranteed the Papal States. That's very odd. But don't question it. Also, don't worry about the fact that our war exhaustion is high. We will persevere. So once we've done this, we're going to have pretty low aggressive expansion across the board. So it'll be time to press our personal union on Naples. And then it'll be time to say sayonara to our allies across the sea in the form of Aragon. We came, not that you saw this, I don't think, but you came quite close to getting a personal union over those. Those Catalonian types over the sea. And it's a shame we didn't manage to get one of those in the end. But oh well. No big deal. We will... we'll have to do with the sword what we could not do with the pen. That's okay. Level 1 fort, so just one cannon will be helpful here. And you guys can all go over to Avignon. It looks like France is going to handle Avignon, so actually you can just go drill in the capital. Marvellous. Although, actually, I do have a siege leader, don't I? Yes. Let's get the siege leader down on Rome. Help that siege go a little bit quicker. Marvellous. We've got very low manpower, but this should be an incredibly easy war. If we just peace out for Rome, France will get annoyed, won't they? They actually would not get annoyed if I just did this. Oh, right, I can't give them any land over here. This is a Italian unification war, so they have to be okay with me just taking Rome, because it's all I physically can take. I'm kind of surprised they're not annoyed anyway. Not that it would be logical for them to be annoyed, just because, you know, it doesn't work sometimes. How you might perfectly expect it to. Hungary is rival us, so we can definitely rival them. We could do a humiliation war against them. They have a junior partner in Poland. That might be a bit tricky then. You should ally the Empire of the Romans, Hungary. I can't believe they're holding their own against the Ottomans. And Serbia is taking land off the Ottomans, potentially. That's very cool. Anyway, we'll progress this war and complete our march on Rome. Oh, right, we're Italy. So we shouldn't get events about giving Rome back, I think. I think that doesn't happen if you're Italy. Or maybe it's just a negative Diplo rep modifier. It doesn't happen if you're Italy. I'm not sure. So I've decided to go on a spree of offering vassalizations. Every single one of these people is willing to accept vassalization right now. That's Danzig, Warmia, Austria, Zeta, Albania, and Achia. They're all going to accept vassalization, and we have room in our Diplo limit for 6 more people. So that's going to be a nice little peaceful expansion to our power base. Why are they so keen? It's because we are very powerful, very internationally influential, very high Diplo rep. And they all like us. We're just a nice chap, all in all. So we're going to get lots of free land, which is lovely. Okay, here we go. Nice little peace deal with the Papal States. We will take Rome. That gives us the option to reign in Northern Italy. But it's very important before we do that, we need to add all these provinces to the HRE, because reigning in northern Italy automatically adds all these provinces. Can't obviously add Rome. The decision will add Rome. So we could theoretically not take the decision until we core it, but I may yet give Rome back. I'm very tempted to just give Rome straight back. Either way, this is a nice bump to our imperial authority, of course. It's not Sardinia, is it? Yeah, except Sardinia. Oh, but maybe Corsica? Let's just play on the safe side and add Corsica and Sardinia now as well. So it's a lot of imperial authority we're getting, a long way towards getting the next reform, which is of course very nice. What does the next reform give us? Reichsregiment. +1 diplomat, +1 diplo rep. Extremely good. Extremely good bonus to get out of a reform, that one. Alright, there we go. Is that all of it? I think that's everywhere, isn't it? Everywhere we own. Think so. Awesome. Okay, reign in northern Italy. No state will leave the empire through the Shadow Kingdom event. Not that it really matters, because we are essentially Italy. We're literally Italy too. March on Rome complete, which means we get a CB. We gained the restoration of union on Naples. So Naples has no powerful allies. Alright, men. Forget the war with Switzerland. We're marching south. We're going after Naples. By the way, Austria, you can have this land. There you go. Cool. Alright, we march on Naples. At dawn, we march on Napoli. Fantastic. Okay, and through the power of my diplomats, check this out. We've got Austria as a vassal. We've got Zeta as a vassal. We've got Albania as a vassal. We've got Achia as a vassal. The Knights are about to become a vassal. We've got Danzig as a vassal. And we've got Warmia as a vassal. There you go. Not bad, eh? What's this decision? To move the seat of the Patriarch. Ooh, we can get a Latin Patriarch in Rome. Yeah, sure. That seems fun. I think I've decided we are going to hang on to Rome, by the way. It's going to be important for trade. And if we are thinking we're probably going to go Protestant in the long run, that seems sensible. I broke the alliance with Aragon to allow us to ally Austria, which gave us the last bit of relations we needed to bring them under our sway. And now it's time for war with Naples, who likes us, which is kind of cute. And they're a fan of us, apparently. They probably won't be in about 10 seconds, or rather right now. So we're going to go to war with them, and we're going to get our dynasty on their throne, and more specifically, we're going to get me on their throne. So out with the old boss, in with the new. We're going to restrict looting. And oh yes, when we dies, we are in a consort regency, and I do like the name of our son, Napoleon. Napoleon II, of course, being the king of Italy, after being installed by his father, Napoleon Bonaparte, right? I think that's right. We're hoping for a death in Denmark, although it looks like we wouldn't actually be the ones that ascend the throne. Once that recalculates, I think it will. I've had a couple of close shaves on thrones. We almost got a PU over Saxony, which would be nice, because then maybe we could become an elector. Almost got a PU over Poland, or rather almost got a dynasty on Poland's throne. There was lots of times when we could have got it on Aragon's throne. It's been a wild ride. Oh yes, I did forget about Provence. We'll go back and deal with them. Now I'm not sure what happens with PU partners under PU partners. What I suspect might happen is Provence just gets independent, in which case we'll probably peacefully vassalize them, because that seems to be the order of the day right now. But let's see how this war goes. Oh no, actually, once we do this, which we are just about to do, with a miraculously few sieges and getting incredibly small quantity of aggressive expansion, I think we are going to get a PU over Naples. Over Provence. Let's find out. Personal union. Yeah, we did get personal unions. Cool, which gives us the mission completed, which would give us some stability and monthly autonomy. That's very nice. Then we have reclaiming Sicily. Once we get all of Sicily, we can get some developed build cost. What does that mean? And global trade power. And once we get Albanian protectorate, we can get some stratiori from over there. That's cool. Well, we're working towards the Albanian protectorate. We've already got Albania themselves as our vassal here. We are over the relationship limit now by 2, because we're leading Naples, and Corfu is not really large enough. So I'm going to immediately abandon this personal union. We lose 25 prestige, which is not fantastic, but that's not the worst thing in the world. Now that I've got these guys, maybe I immediately can't break vassalization. Why do I have a truce with Akia? That's bizarre. Becoming someone's overlord gives you a 5-year truce. Maybe I allied them, and the breaking of the alliance via the formation of the vassal relationship gave me the truce. Either way, check this out. Doing pretty freaking well. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'm going to call it a part here. Italy almost entirely under our control. In a mere 2 years, we're going to go trash Aragon, take all the rest of Sicily with no aggressive expansion caused by giving it all to Naples. Naples, of course, full cause on this region. We'll give them Malta too. And then what will we do? I guess what we'll do is we'll go east. See if I can find an excuse to get to war with the Ottomans. Haven't got one yet, but I'm sure we can find one. Maybe if we vassalized Athens? No. Who has a claim on the Ottomans? Ceres does. Yeah, maybe we vassalize Ceres. We go even more over the relationship there, but I think growing fast is worth spending Diplo points. I'm going to vassalize Ceres, use them to give me claims to attack the Ottomans, and we're going to claim this region. This is an extremely prosperous trade region. Then once we've done, we'll probably do that for the next little bit. We'll do like focused trade conquest wars. So we'll conquer the Bosphorus region and, you know, some around here. We'll go and grab Egypt as well, so we can pull some trade out of there, just so we're stinking rich, basically. Of course, also we'll feed back a bunch of Austria's cause. They took some of Switzerland, which I could have made them give back, but there's essentially no point. As long as Switzerland still exists, our imperial authority growth is still not affected by it. We mustn't forget we need to try and get to war with Denmark. Don't have a CB against them. Oh, right, yeah, I should get a claim on the Teutons. Do you guys not have claims on the Teutons? Come now, guys. I know you're recently their vassals, but get on it. We released them in our war against the Teutons, of course. Let's get them to start fabricating there. And Austria, I'm going to feed you... Or, no, I'm not necessarily going to feed you, but I would like you to claim, at least, parts of Hungary, so that we can start adding it to the HRE. I don't know where the edge of where you can add to the HRE is. It might be... I think it's probably here, here. You can add Provence. I'm pretty sure I can add all of Provence. I think I certainly should be able to add the high counties. Because this is core Lotharingia, which was one of the empires in the original HRE. So maybe I'm able to add this area. Not sure. We shall find out. But either way, thank you ever so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Please do like the episode if you liked it. It helps out a great deal. I look forward to joining me again for more of our glorious world conquest campaign. It's going pretty well. The expansion rate, hasn't been hugely fast so far. Although today, with all these vassals and the knowledge that, well, how much Diplo rep do we have? We have 5.2, which is pretty freaking crazy. And we have 105%. Jesus Christ. 105% improved relations. So aggressive expansion just burns away. And we got none. We got like 5. We need to start conquering faster, which I guess means it's time to turn on France. We'll probably do Aragon before France. So we'll take Sicily, and then we'll do like a big chunks out of France, out of Castile and Aragon, and maybe Hungary as well. That we could rack up some aggressive expansion over here. Maybe start taking some land up here. But we need to really crank the speed. But yeah, either way, see you in the next episode. Bye bye.